our youngest distinguished alumnus, who is not an engineer. He is a graphic designer, architect graphic designer, also excelled. And Obeida probably does some in the future work for Zen to brand it and advertise it, and make some money. So Obeida will talk to us about something very interesting, which he will display, called 6 degrees of separation. I think, I don't know, it's related to genealogy or something like that, 6 degrees of separation. But he will tell us what this means. Okay, Obeida, the floor is yours.
First of all, I would like to say that my presentation is not as dramatic or serious. It's just a fun thing that is not to be taken seriously. So it doesn't have figures, it doesn't have money. It's people just, what I do is I do an image and I do films that people pay for, and I create perception. Perception that is not, might not be true at all times. And that's why my presentation is called 6 degrees of separation. First of all, there's a disclaimer that I want to say that all the points of view, suggestions, and conclusions in this presentation are strictly personal. They're just mine. Do not suggest by any means scientifically proven facts. They are subjective notations by the designer, which is on the state of communication in the Arab world, and consequently, I don't want to be held responsible of any misinformation or any misuse or interpretation of what I'm going to say. 6 degrees of separation between suggestion and perception. If you look at this image, it suggests something, but you might perceive it as something else. And you might perceive it as an idiot sleeping. And this is me. And it's a play between the suggestion and the perception. I'm suggesting so many things, but we will understand them as we go. First of all, I would like to ask if anybody knows what is a brand. Anybody knows what is a brand?
ID. It's an ID.
ID. Exactly. No. A brand is not a logo. A brand is not a name. A brand is not a product. And a brand is not an identity. A brand is essentially the sum of experiences starting from the moment it is named, and it includes the moment the product is used, lived, the way it's produced, and even the way it's serviced by the company that makes it and delivers it to the end user. Basically, the brand is a feeling that differs from between each and every single person. A brand is a person's gut feeling about a product, service, or an organization. A brand is just a feeling, not more than this. It is very personal. And a brand, because it is personal, it is based on the individual background, history, experience, expectations, and aspirations. You will understand the brand completely different depending on where you come from and what you've done. That's why anything can be a brand. A product, a person, a country, an idea. You can brand absolutely anything. The brand structure can be very complex, and it can manifest itself in different ways, and it can go in different levels and different layers. And why sell one thing when you can sell two? A brand should assume a personality, an attitude, attributes, a promise, definitely a positive one, but I don't want to go in this direction and really explain what is the brand. I would like to explain what's perception. Brand perception can be shaped by functional experiences as well as emotional experiences. And perception in many cases dominates reality. We believe perception more than we believe the real thing. The power of perception is only derived by the power of suggestion, by associating the brand with many aspirations, cravings, and simple needs in one's life. And this applies to everything, and it applies to real estate or engineering or anything that you want to sell. Suggestion and perception equals the share of mind, and share of mind is the thing that all advertisers want. They want the share of mind of their end user, their consumers, their viewers, etc. 6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees of separation refers to the idea that if a person is 1 step away from each person they know and 2 steps away from each person who's known by one of the people they know, then everyone is on an average of 6 steps away from each person on earth. And this is a proven fact. The 6 degrees of separation between the suggestion and perception are emotion, imagination, reflection, aspiration, passion, and connection. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to discuss these terms and the 6 degrees of separation through projects that I have done in television. But first of all, let me say that television is a brand and a branding tool at the same time. Television brands a country and what it stands for. And television is the best vehicle for propaganda. I will start with projects and tell you what are the steps and what are the layers and what's the propaganda behind them. Dubai Sports Channel is a project that I worked on. Dubai Sports Channel is a common sports channel. This is the promise. They have sports that is not too special. The emotion behind it was to create pride for the local community. The imagination was anything is possible. The reflection was to reflect on local athletes. Aspiration is the can-do attitude, and the passion is for the sport, connection to the city. The layers of propaganda were, the first one was common sports channel. The second one is to establish Dubai as a rising city of dreams and aspirations. The third layer is to put local ownership over the city. And what we're going to see now, we're going to see 10 short films that branded the channel and branded the city at the same time. The second project I want to talk about has the same attributes and the same given, but a little bit of a different variable. It's Dubai One television, and the emotion for that was very raw. When I say raw emotion, it means motherhood, brotherhood, friendship, etc., all the basic emotions that we have. The imagination is to create an alternative reality. The reflection is on expats and locals. Aspiration is modernism. Passion, oh, sorry for that. Passion is for progress, and the connection is for the city. So Dubai is always there. The layer 1, it's a general entertainment English-speaking channel. Layer 2, Dubai as a rising city of dreams and aspiration. Layer 3 is the integration of locals in modern society. At any point in these breaks, you can stop at any frame and analyze it and see all the components that are there.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one. It's summertime and living is easy. The birds are jumping. I'm sitting here in the boring room. It's just another race in the afternoon. But nothing ever happens.
I went walking with my mama one day, and she warned me what people say. Live your life until love is found, or love's gonna get you down. Hey!
I'd like to pause a little bit here and just explain all the attributes that are there. In this environment, you're seeing a very modern environment, but we're seeing women with a very traditional local dress, where their heads are covered and they are interacting in a modern city which is in the background. So all the layers of perception and suggestions are there, and it's up to the viewer to take it. It's put in a very modern execution and modern feel. However, it is conservative, and it sells the idea of modernity of the city, the idea of modernity of the people, and the integration of the people with their own local attire in this environment.
circle and spiral, but weaker than we, never ending beginning, unless we meet.
Last project I want to share with you is the third channel within the 5 channels that I've worked on for Dubai, and it is a local channel. It's a local channel that is targeted towards locals, and the emotion behind it is pride and raw emotions, the imagination, sky is the limit, reflection is of local Emiratis, and the aspiration is empowerment, the passion is for tradition, and connection is to the heritage. When we have all these givens, whatever we will come up with is going to look boring. The trick is to find an angle where all of these things that are related to the tradition and heritage don't look boring and don't look redundant. So the challenge was that. The first layer that we had to work on is a general entertainment local channel. Okay. The second layer, of course, Dubai as a rising city of dreams and aspiration. And the third layer is the integration of the local in their modern society, because as you know, Dubai has been outgrowing its local population for the past 5 years. And the locals there, they don't feel part of the city, at least not part of the modern city. So how to get them to feel that this is their city again, and to make them feel proud of their heritage and their tradition, and move with them forward to the growing Dubai. So we try to bridge tradition and modernity. Thank you very much.